Right, Matt. A very sort of tough 1-0 defeat to take here to Whitehawk. How was your assessment of the 90 minutes?
Look, firstly, obviously, it's brilliant to be playing at home in front of the supporters. A little bit disappointed that we didn't manage to give them too much to cheer about. I was very, very pleased with the players in terms of trying to carry out the game plan. I thought we were very patient, particularly in the first half. I thought we had large periods of control in the game. Just disappointed really with our end product, particularly from the wide areas. We need to be better. But like I say, largely, look, I've only been in sort of 2 weeks, and already the progress made from the players, the buy-in from the players has been brilliant. Ultimately, Whitehawk have been together obviously all season. A lot of them players have played for the manager for a long time, and they're obviously up there. They're in and around the playoffs. So, did I think they looked like a playoff team, and us looked like a team sort of bordering on the bottom of the table? I don't think so. Over the 90 minutes, I thought that we more than held our own, and certainly had a bigger percentage of the football. But what we did with the ball was probably not quite enough in terms of end product and final third end product. But yeah, like I say, overall, I'm pleased with the players, what they've done. I'm pleased with the work. I'm pleased with the work ethic. But we need to be better in the final third.
Absolutely, and you've been quite a busy man off the pitch this week, making some signings to sort of put your own stamp on the squad. Can you sort of inform supporters a little bit more about the 3 new signings you've made?
Yeah, so Henry Burnett's obviously been at Billericay this year, but I've known him for a long time, Henry. So he's an attacking midfield player, which hasn't played a lot of football over the last 4 months, not really been in their squad. So he that's why he came off sort of after 60 minutes today. He started to tire, but we need to obviously get him up to speed. But he will give us certainly the quality that we probably lack at times in the final third, which is something that was evident today. But yeah, like I say, he will add that, but we need to get him up to speed. Charlie Nicholas is coming on loan from Bromley, who I thought was excellent today. Left side centre half, really, really good. He's a great prospect. I'm delighted to get him in. I thought him and Spinksy was really quite comfortable today. And obviously Tunji's come into midfield that played today, gave us a little bit more energy. But again, look, young lad, young player, somebody that we've managed to bring in from Bromley. So look, yeah, all 3 players have done well. It's just difficult when you're trying to sort of impact the group. Today's game was very different to last week in terms of obviously level of team and opposition that we were playing against. Obviously with East Grinstead sort of in and around us in the table, you saw the difference, I think, and I think also today at home as well, the pitch at times was a little bit more bumpy than we would have probably liked, which I think did have an impact slightly on some of the stuff. But without making too many excuses, I felt that we probably let ourselves down at times in the final third, which the players are fully aware of. But yeah, overall, I was quite pleased.
Like I say, quite pleased, and obviously you keep mentioning you've only recently joined the team, only had a few training sessions. It's also been sort of off the pitch, and you've been getting things finalised. A new assistant manager's been appointed. Can you inform supporters a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I brought there's a lad Joe. So Joe Minter has come in to work with me until the end of the season, who's somebody that I've known for a long time. He's played under me for sort of 7 or 8 years as a young player, so he knows the standards I set. He understands the way I want to sort of set the teams up, but he also brings a calmness and he's a really good guy in and around the dressing room, and I felt that he'd be a really good fit for the group of players that we have here and the personality. So yeah, really pleased to get obviously Joe in as well. So yeah, there's been a lot to be done. Obviously staff. Like I say, I can't fault the players. I want to give full credit to them. They've been excellent since I've come in. A couple of players have been left out of the squad altogether today. Have been a credit to themselves with Nick and George. So again, obviously, I'd like to congratulate both of them for their application and their attitude towards everything we're doing. And it's just a case of just keep going. Look, we understand the position we're in the league. I know that we need to score more goals. I've known that. Nothing's really changed that I didn't know after winning 4-0 last week. Having lost 1-0 today, I still know the same answers that I knew last week and when I first walked in the building. So, like I say, I think we've moved on and moved forwards. And like I say, we controlled today's game for large periods of it, but we have to be better in the final third. And I think other than Dan Perry, we need to start offering more of a goal threat, and whether that's with the players that are here or whether we need to bring another 1 or 2 faces in to give us that. It was something I was talking about with a board before the game, and like I say, nothing's really changed. We know we need to add that. I still think there's more in the tank with some of them, and like I say, look, it's been a tough season here, obviously for obvious reasons, and I think if we can just get ourselves over the line, there's a real bright future here.
Absolutely, and looking forward to the future and the next game. The good thing about this league is you're never too far away from a fixture to follow up. Back here on Tuesday night. Now the home form here, obviously you've only recently joined, but the home form here throughout the season has been sort of really lacking, and obviously another tough defeat today. So how do you sort of pick up the players again for a tough game against Cray Valley here on Tuesday?
Yeah, look, it's a tough game. We've got a tough running. We've got to play Cray obviously twice. We've obviously got to play Beckenham that are up there, Chatham that are up there. So we've got some tough games, but that's what you want to be in football for. That's what I'm in the game for. I mean, realistically, like I say, it's Tuesday night. It's another opportunity to go and be a better player, better manager, better coach, better football club. That's the way you have to look at it. I don't really look at it. There's no fear going into it. We're playing Cray Valley. They should be in and around the playoffs. They should potentially be getting promoted. They're in a great catchment area and they've been together a long time. So they're going to be under pressure to make sure that they come and get a result. No different to we're under pressure to make sure that we get a result. So I think home form wise, yes, look, it needs to improve. We know that. The players know that. But ultimately, it's a football match, 11 v 11, and we've got every capability of going and winning that. And I firmly believe in the group. And if we can maybe get one or two, hopefully one at least, just to give us a little bit more of a threat in the final third, then I think we'll try and do that. But like I say, I can't fault the players. They've been great. But ultimately, the league table doesn't lie, and we have to improve on that. Last week's result was great. Did well today, totally different game. Tuesday night, totally different game. Next Saturday, totally different game. So, we've moved forwards, and that's the real big thing for me. And look, I know the Hive game I didn't really have too much impact, but we lost narrowly 1-0 to a team in the playoffs. Today we've lost 1-0 narrowly to a team in the playoffs, or in and around it, and we've beaten East Grinstead comfortably last week away from home. So there's some real big pluses, and we just need to now start getting the other side of the line. We want to be where these teams are, and I wanted to see today how far away we are from the Whitehawks of the league table. And on the basis of today, I think with some tweaks and one or two improvements in the group, I don't think we're that far away, and I think that's a big plus for us.
Absolutely. Well, look, we go again Tuesday. Thank you very much for your time today, and we'll see you in midweek.
No, see you Tuesday. Thanks.